Let's talk about it. You saw the title of this video. Let's talk about it. Hello everyone. I am Kristen Ennis of Life with Kristen, and we are going to talk about Ozempic and Wegovy now. Okay? I am not telling anyone to get on any of these GLP-1 drugs. I'm not telling anybody to do it. I'm giving my experience because I've been asked, not by a whole lot of people, not gonna lie, okay? I've been asked by some people if I would mind doing a video. I went back and forth before anyone asked me if I would do a video on this because of being judged. And I'll admit, I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I don't care what people say about me, because that would be a lie, okay? But this is something I've always been transparent about. And so I figure I might as well do a video about it. And who cares who has something to say about it, because it's my body, it's between me and my doctor, and whatever you do health-wise is between you and your doctor. So now that we have that disclaimer out of the way, we're going to get started. I'm going to talk to you about my Ozempic experience, and then my insurance saying, hell no, we're not covering that shit anymore. And my Wegovy experience. I'll give you guys the dates and all that so you can get an idea of how long I've been on this. And I will answer questions. I will give you pros and cons, tips and tricks. My food intake. Did I give up any food? What type of food do I eat? What else do I have here? Why did I get on it? How often do you have to do this? And blah, blah, blah. And so let's get started. All right, let's get started. Okay, so first of all, let's get on a date that I started. Okay, I started taking Ozempic 11/27/2023. So it was right around the Thanksgiving time, all right? And let's get into what led me to Ozempic. I didn't wake up one day and say, you know what, I don't like how I look anymore. Let's go get on Ozempic. Because let's be honest, right? Nobody decides they want to lose weight because they love how they look and they love how they feel, right? No one decides to go on these drugs, any weight loss drug, whether it's a pill or an injection, if they just love how they feel and love how they look. No, I hated how I looked. Let's get that out the way right now. Now, I didn't like how I looked. I thought I was fat. I thought I was not comfortable in anything that I was wearing. I had 4 pairs of jeans that I could not fit because I gained too much weight. And that's what it was. I'm like, I thought I was fat. And if you thought I was fat too, that's fine. We're both in agreement. You know, I had people tell me you were not fat. That's not the point. I appreciate people when they say that. But that was not the point. I hated the way I looked. I hated the way I looked, and that's why I decided to get on it. I was on a weight loss pill before that, phentermine. It worked, then it stopped. Then my doctor upped the milligrams. It worked, and it just wasn't working. It wasn't working. It was at a point where I was like, okay, either I'm going to just have to be fat, or I'm going to have to starve myself. 2 extremes that I did not want to stick to. So it was a lot. But off and on for years, I've had people that follow me on social media. They've been following me before, you know, well, no, when I started my planning account. But I've had people who have been following me on my personal account way before I had a planning account, who know me for years, who have told me they remember when I was doing all of these crazy diets trying to lose weight. And they were happy that I found something that actually works. Like, I tried everything. Every diet you can think of, I've tried it. And nothing worked. But you know what? I don't like the word diet because it's a lifestyle change. You have to change what you're doing with your lifestyle in order to lose weight and maintain weight loss, okay? So weight loss, first things first, weight loss starts in the kitchen. That's what I want to get out the way first. I don't care how much you work out. I don't care how much you walk. I don't care how much you're standing. I don't care how much you're moving. If you are still eating the same and you have not lowered your portion size, you're not drinking any water, you're not moving around, some form of exercise with that, it won't, but it starts in the kitchen. You actually don't even have to work out if you lower your food intake. This might be brand new information. I don't know. But you don't have to work out a day in your life if you want to lose weight. Now, will working out speed up the weight loss? Absolutely. And I don't mean going to get a gym membership. All right. I mean going for a walk around your block. All right. Moving, not being sedentary all day long. Because one thing that hurts a lot of people with weight loss is if they are doing a lot of sitting. You guys know me. Y'all probably shocked that I'm sitting right now. I'm always up moving around. Not only am I always up moving around, I'm very active. I walk over a mile every single day with my dog, okay? And I'm not saying that to brag. It's just what I do. I was doing it before I got on these drugs and still doing it, right? It's important to have some sort of workout to go along with wanting to lose weight. That way, it speeds up and you get the results that you want, okay? Second, I'm also going to advise every person out there that wants to lose weight, please get your thyroid checked. Please. I get my thyroid checked every year when I do my annual exam. Please, women, get an annual exam with your doctor, okay? All right? Your gynecologist. Please get your annual exams. They can really save your life. Like, let's do a side note here and let's get serious for a minute, okay? Please get your annual exams. Please do your breast exams, all that stuff. Your annual exams can really save your life. Anything that feels off can really save your life. Okay, so let's get back to the whole weight loss of it, all right? Get your thyroid checked, especially if you're trying everything and nothing's working. You can have an underactive thyroid, and there are things you can do with your doctor to help combat that, all right? So I always get my thyroid checked. It always comes back good. I don't have an underactive. I don't have an overactive. I have a good thyroid, which is good. That means there's nothing to worry about, right? So please do that. Check with your doctor and everything, okay? And whatever you decide to do with you and your doctor, that is what you and your doctor are deciding to do. It's not for anyone to tell you their experience with it or whatever, because there was a reason why I did not want to do this video, because I didn't want somebody to tell me that their cousin-in-law's aunt's grandma or whatever spontaneously combusted from taking Ozempic. That never happened, but you know how someone always says, well, this was my experience. Keyword, your experience, right? And I'm here to tell you my experience, all right? You can take this information and do with it what you will, because I've had nothing but a positive experience with this, and that's just only to speak for myself. So you can take this, like I said, I'm not telling anybody to get on it. I'm not telling anybody to run to their doctor and, and also I'm not a doctor. All right. I can't, me telling you how much weight I've lost does not help you. You telling you how long I've been on it does not help you. Everyone is different. Genetics also play a part in it. Your height and current weight play a part in it. How active you are plays a part in it. How much you're hydrating takes a part in it. Your mental health takes a part in it too. There's a lot of things that factor into weight loss. Okay. So let's get started. Like I said, I got on Ozempic on November 27th, 2023. And then after January, when the year started over with the insurance, my insurance said, yeah, we're not doing this. Because Ozempic, if you did not know, is made for diabetes, a diabetic person. And the side effect happens to be weight loss, because a lot of times when you lose weight, you can get off of that diabetic medication. And people found out about this and went crazy. But a lot of insurances are not covering Ozempic unless you are pre-diabetic or diabetic. Now, speaking of, what insurances cover this? Unless you have a private insurance or you have Medicaid or Medicare, which is 65 and over, you cannot get this. And out of pocket, it's $3,000. Yeah, it's expensive. It is expensive. So if you have private insurance and you're able to afford this at a fraction of the price, you are very, very fortunate. And so, yes, what I pay for my Wegovy, I have to do the 90-day supply. That is the way my insurance is set up. I think I paid $60 for 90 days. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. And now, the difference between Ozempic and Wegovy, while they both give the same result, all right? Wegovy is made for weight loss. Ozempic is not, okay? With Ozempic, when you get whatever milligram you're getting, you get the one shot and you get the 4 injection needles. You use one needle, you throw it away. With the Wegovy, you get it's like the one barrel, that's the injection, and you do it once a week. You pick a day of the week you want to do it. Mine is always on Mondays because I like starting my week on Mondays. And you have injection sites that work the best. There's 4 injection sites. You can do it on the back of your arm, which to me works the best. I don't get the nausea, which I will talk about side effects. You can do it on the abdomen, you press down, or you can do it on the outer leg. So those are the injection spots, and your doctor will go over all this with you, or the pharmacist will go over all this with you. As far as the injection, it just feels like a little prick. Does not feel as bad as getting blood drawn. So if you're worried about that or anything like that, the needle is very, very small. You will feel it, but it's just, oh, that's it, right? And then on 1/24, January of 2024 is when I got on Wegovy, and I'm still on Wegovy. Now, I started off on the 1.2 or 1.5 milligrams, and now I'm on 1.7. I am still on a relatively very low dosage because I think Wegovy goes all the way up to like 4. And I'm glad that it's still working at 1.7 because that means I don't have to go up and my body's not immune to it, right? And so I am on this. I've been on this. It'll be over once the January is over. I don't know exactly what date. It'll be a year, and I am very happy with my results. Very, very happy. Okay. So I talked about why I got on it because I hated the way I look. I was fat. Duh. Why else would anybody get on it? I don't know. Like I said, I do it once a week. I'm making sure I cover all the answers. I already talked about what insurances cover it. Unless you have a private insurance, only government assistance that covers it is Medicare and Medicaid. There it is right there, right? So let's talk about the side effects. Heartburn can be pretty bad. Pretty bad, right? And it's usually like right here, you feel it, and it's just, and that's where the nausea comes in. The good thing about it is you're not hungry because you're nauseated, and I can laugh about it. But you know, people have complained, side effects. People have complained saying that they don't even like food anymore or they're disgusted by it. I have not had that issue. Your girl still likes food, okay? I just eat a lot less of it. I eat about 1/4 of what I used to. 1/4 of what I used to. So I would get, when I would cook pasta, I would get like a bowl full, like a good sized bowl of spaghetti before I started like actively losing weight. Now it's a small bowl and like 1 scoop of pasta. And then I eat some bites and I'm like, okay, I'm full. That's how it is. And I still get shocked at how little I eat. It's crazy how little I eat. You know, my dog is having a time of his life over there. It's still crazy. It's still shocking to me how little I eat and how fast I get full, right? I can't get used to it. It's just, I'm like, I don't even feel like I ate anything. I don't even look like I ate anything. But that is the goal. Basically, what these GLP-1 drugs do is, hold. Okay, I'm back. Oh, as I was saying, it's still shocking to me how little I eat and how fast I get full. But basically with this GLP-1 drugs, it's sending a message to your brain to tell you, okay, you're full. It does what your brain is supposed to do, but your brain has stopped doing it for whatever reason, right? And no, I actually did not give up any food. I didn't give up anything. I just eat a lot less of what I used to, so I did not have to give up anything. Now, if you're trying to lose weight by, you know, without any medication or anything, there are probably foods you are going to have to give up, you know, like things that are high starches or high in carbs, high in calories, whatever you're doing, whatever you're tracking. You're going to have to give some of that stuff up, like candies and chips and sodas and all that stuff, right? A lot of sugar in general is just not good for you as a person who loves her sweet tart ropes. But yes, so that's my food intake basically. I don't eat nearly as much as I used to, and that's a good thing. It's a good thing, all right? So tips and tricks. Hydrate, please. You have to drink a lot of water when you are taking this, okay? I drink water all day long, every day. I even got that Circle water bottle. Y'all have heard me talk about that. I love that with the different cartridges. I don't like plain water, so I use like the water enhancers or the Circle bottle, whatever. And it's 0 calories, 0 sugar. So it's a great way to get water. I drink water all the time. I drink water so much that if I drink a diet soda or zero soda, which is the only soda that I buy, it's too sweet. The 0 sugar sodas are too sweet for me, so I will go back to my water. So that's good, all right? Eat when you're hungry, all right? I had to learn this. I would be like, oh, I need to eat lunch. No, eat when you're hungry. If you are not hungry for lunch, then don't eat. You know, I've learned that like there's times where I will hydrate all day, but I won't eat until dinner. And I don't overeat because I didn't eat. My body tells me when I'm hungry. I listen to it. And like I said, that's that GLP-1 drug going to your brain basically telling you, you're not hungry. You don't need to eat. Us as a country, the United States as a whole, we have been so accustomed to eat your 3 meals a day and get your, make sure you get your healthy snack. We've been so used to people telling us that we have to have 3 full meals a day and, and making sure we're getting these food groups and everything when it's so outdated and it doesn't work, and so listen to your body when you're hungry. Okay. So let's talk about pros and cons. Pros are less food, which means I spend less at the grocery store. Oh no, my husband spends less at the grocery store. We're not lying, let you know who pays for food and bills around here. Less money at the grocery store. Listen, I think we can all benefit from spending less at the grocery store. So because I eat a lot less, and so does my husband, we spend a lot less at the grocery store. It's great. It's amazing, and so with less money being spent, that's a pro. I don't crave a lot of foods that I used to before. I used to crave a donut. Every time my menstrual cycle was getting ready to start, I would crave donuts all the time. It's how my best friend Jamie would know. Like if I would tell her I bought a donut or she would see in my stories I have a donut, she's like, oh, your period's getting ready to start. I have not had a donut. It's probably since last summer. And then when I ate it, I felt sick. And the reason why I felt sick because of all the sugar that was in it. And so I haven't had one since because the last time I ate one, I didn't feel good, which is, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's a good thing for me because I don't crave it. And I remember what happened the last time, so I don't. Now, for some reason, them damn sweet tart ropes don't get me sick. But I don't eat those every day. I eat them about 3 times a week. But anyway, the cons could be the cost. Every insurance is different, so it may cost you more than what I pay for mine. It just all depends. It all depends. But like I said, the cost in general is like $3,000. The reason I know this is because my insurance plan changed, and in the middle of this changing, I could not get my Wegovy prescription for a month. Luckily, this is a tip. Luckily, the Wegovy stays in your system for a month. So when I got to that last week, I was kind of feeling myself, getting hungrier than I was. And I asked the pharmacist on the phone, I said, out of curiosity, how much does this cost out of pocket? He said $3,000. I said, well, I'll just wait. So it's expensive, right? It's expensive. And that's why it's great. And it's a luxury to have a private insurance, right? So yeah, I will say this. I never say what I weighed before and what I weigh now, but I will tell you that I am close to 50 pounds lost since I got on this, and I feel great. My mental health has improved a lot because I'm not stressing out about losing weight. I was always stressing out about losing weight. I was always self-conscious about how I felt in clothing. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and tell you I don't still feel a little self-conscious, because when you've had that thought process for so long mentally, it really fucks with you, right? And so it's still something, my body is still, my new body, my current body that I'm in, is still something I have to get used to, like really, really get used to, because I'm so used to going to a store, to a Target or a Walmart or something like that in person. And my first instinct is to always go to the bottom of the pile of shirts and get like an extra large or a large. I'm like, oh, wow, this is way too big. I like my pant size before I started on this was like a size 12, 14. And now I'm like a 5'6". Like, I've lost a significant amount of weight. And my jeans that I was wearing that I was semi-comfortable in are now too big. And so I need to get a belt. I haven't worn a belt in years. It's crazy to me. It's all very shocking. And what people don't tell you is the mental toll it takes on you in a positive way, but the shock that you get. Because for the longest time, I could not tell that I was losing weight. I couldn't tell. I knew that I was losing weight because of the way my clothes were fitting, but I would see myself in the mirror every day and I did not see it. And I remember talking about this in my stories last year, It probably was like March of last year, and people were responding. I wasn't like fishing for compliments. I was just like, I don't see it. I know I'm losing weight. I just don't see it. And people were saying, oh no, we noticed. We just didn't want to say anything because people don't know take it as a compliment or not. I was like, oh, okay. And then I looked at a picture from November of 2023 and a picture of the day that I cut my hair, which was last week. And I was like, holy shit, I was fat. Whoo, girl, my face was rotund. And I was like, yeah, I lost a significant amount of weight, and it wasn't quick. This is not like you're going in for lipo and walking out. It's a process. It's a process. You know, you just don't have to work as hard and don't have to stress as much, but it is a process. It does not happen overnight. It doesn't happen in a week. It doesn't even happen in a month. It slowly happens. So I want anybody that's thinking about this, don't think it's some quick fix. It does not happen overnight. It takes a while, especially the less you have to lose. Now, when you first start out, if you are clinically obese, you're gonna drop weight quickly. That's how it is with any way you're losing weight. The more weight you have, the easier it is to lose it first. It's when you get to those last few pounds, you know, because there's still some pounds I want to lose, and my body's been a little bit stubborn. One, because my period's probably getting ready to start. It is. And two, because I want to lose those few pounds. So kind of stressing about it is stalling the weight loss, but I'm good. I look at what I've lost so far and what I've gained in terms of new self-confidence, loving what I see when I look in the mirror, being okay with wearing form-fitting things now. I would not wear form-fitting things before. I wouldn't because I didn't like how I look. I don't like clothes on me that are too small. I didn't like them to be too tight. I did not want, like, I didn't wear anything that showed like my midsection. Not that I did a lot before. I don't care if I was as skinny as whatever. I'm not a person that wears midriffs or anything like that. Unless I'm around the house, you know, I don't wear them out. Like I've been in one-piece swimsuits for the last few years, and the day for me that I get into a bikini again, hopefully this summer, will be a day of celebration. And because that'll mean I'm more self-confident to be in a bikini, and I can't wait for that day to come. But that is my story. Now let me answer this question, because I had somebody ask me, do you have to stay on Wegovy once you get on it? You don't have to, all right? A lot of people do what's called a maintenance dose. They'll get like the lowest or close to the lowest, and they will take it every couple of weeks or every 3 weeks. They'll really stretch it. That way it stays in their system, because you don't have to take it. But be prepared that you may start getting those cravings again to eat more food. So you have to be very diligent to stick to what you were eating before. And you can do it. If you really want to keep that weight off, oh yeah, you easily can. But the maintenance dose helps that. And that is what I plan to do. I plan to stay on a maintenance dose. I plan to stay at this 1.7 as long as I can until I just notice that no more weight is dropping off. And then I'll move up to the next dosage up when that happens. But yes, I hope this answered any questions. Again, like I said, I'm not a doctor. Please don't ask me what you should do. All I'm going to tell you is to go talk to your doctor. That's all I'm going to tell you. All right. All right. Okay. So I hope this answered all the questions and any reservations you may have had or whatever. If you have something to ask me other than should I get on this that I did not cover in this video, feel free to ask me. If you want to ask me privately, you can DM me on Instagram. Perfectly fine. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see y'all next time.